got to look here now. And the clock is going to start ticking down, isn't it?
Going to start right any moment. Race has now started. You've got to be strong, physically strong.
Learn that if you're not, I'm now at the stage where...
Here is car number 42, all hands on deck. This is a very fast pit stop.
Cars in one piece. I started the race and yeah, it was fantastic.
Just take this up. I got somebody else telling me what's going on.
Yeah, too many voices in your ear. I know that feeling.
Well, I got John Hind up in the other one, and we can only have so much of you, John.
He's coming in right now and changing the tyres to an intermediate set because heavy rain is about to hit the course. Wow, look at the speed of that moving. And here we go. This is where they have to make those crucial changes to the seats. Amarov, good work from Lucas Odonis.
Good morning, Ed.
14 minutes to go, and so there is still time. It'll also be interesting. Quite often at
you passed me that. Now, if you chuck this over you quickly, Paul.
Yep.
Michael, do you mind?
Excuse me.
Do you mind joining us on here? You can watch it on the screen down there. I can speak to you from here. Well. How do you see this playing out? You've obviously been to, you're in your 6th Le Mans now?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen? Can you tell?
Well, if there's enough water, the problem is half the track is still dry, and if it doesn't continue to rain...
The engine, really, I mean, it's a very, very highly developed engine that we originally, if you go back, developed for Super GT out in Japan. So, you know, there's a lot of time and effort has gone into developing this engine as a very competitive, reliable package. And so it's an engine that the teams like because they can, you know, for privateer, gentleman-orientated teams, it's a, you know, bolt in and go engine. They know they're not going to have problems with it, and so we've seen that with the popularity of the engine, with 15 engines in the class out of 22 starters, taking the top 5 positions. You know, their faith in our engine has paid off.
And now the other interesting thing is the fact that it's bolted into multiple different chassis. So it's not just like a one-trick pony that goes in one car. You've got it in the Zytek, you've got it in Lola's, you've got it in Morgan's. You know, it is kind of quite extensive that you have that variety all the way through the P2 packs.
Is it, looking at that, you've got, I suppose, a very short space of time to become that dominant. That's what strikes me. It's been a very, very quick turnaround. Obviously, you could have a little bit of success at one time, but you've gone from sort of 0 to 100 in 2 years. Numbers and see exactly where we are. Certainly, it seems too much now to ask for that torrential downpour. We're still a lap behind on these figures here.
We're about that. The same gap we were. I think Jann took a little bit of time out on the last lap, but not much, just over a second. So
guaranteed a top 10 position though.
Not guaranteed until he takes the flag.
Yeah.
So let's wait for
There are no guarantees in racing. You know, it's like, you know, guaranteeing a win in a football game before the referee kind of blows the whistle. You know, you've got to get through to the finish.
On a scale of all the Le Mans that you've seen between you, how would you rate this one?
I think this has been, like Billy was saying earlier, this has been great because there's been stories all the way through, and right up until now, you know, the rain in the last 15 minutes and the safety car at the start of the last hour, and all the classes, all 4 classes are really close, and there's loads going on. So it's been a great one. This has been one of the best ones that I can remember recently.
Fantastic endorsement there. Okay, so this is Jann starting his last lap. He comes down Mulsanne. Okay, talk me through this, gentlemen. Let's have a look.
Well, be careful with the traffic on the final lap. As we said, you have to finish, so you don't want to kind of bin it, trying to go through a gap that's not quite that's not quite there. You'll probably start to notice as he makes his way kind of around the circuit, you'll probably see some marshals kind of coming out to the side of the track, waving flags, showing their respect to the drivers.
Also, you've got to be careful on the last lap, because quite often if a team has had a problem, if you want to be classified, you've got to cross the finish line, but that doesn't mean you can't park up for half an hour and wheel your sick car out and sort of coax it round a lap. So there will be a couple of cars trundling round for a 10-minute final lap.
Well, see, they've changed the rules now. You're now going to complete. I can't remember the time.
6 minutes.
You got to do a 6-minute lap to be qualified. So you can't just roll it out on 3 wheels with half the bits missing, kind of thing, and crab the thing around the circuit.
Not like the good old days.
Back in the day.
Very, very steady set of hands across the board on the helm there.
Absolutely.
Okay,
and we should also give a big shout out to all the viewers that have actually kind of tuned in and watched us kind of live on kind of Nismo TV. You know, the level of support, the number of people kind of making comments and supporting kind of what we're doing. It's just been fantastic. It really has been staggering, and full credit to Ed.
When you're in this sort of situation, what do? You throw the best you have at it. So we sort of decided, right, we'll get Jann in the car and we'll get him to see if we can chase Conway down. Jann's just on the radio now. Do I come in? Do I get tyres? And it's just chaos.
we've now got rain on certain sections of worked, and at least on a stage of the track we've got what looks like quite heavy rain.
It does look very wet down the front.
Rebecca, down in the pits, what have you got for us?
Hello, we've got rain and we are so chuffed. We've been absolutely desperate for rain, so we have a strong chance of getting onto the podium.
So there it is, the Le Mans 24 hours. It's finished for car number 42. A fantastic drive for Jann Mardenborough, the rookie, but we've been there, all drivers, the pit crew, and all of the team behind them.
It'd be really interesting to actually, it's a pity we don't have access to the biodata kind of right now to see what.
Thank you very much, Ed. I'm here with Jann. Jann, well done. Absolutely brilliant.
Cheers, thanks. It was, I think we did a treble stint, and yeah, the changeable conditions were hopefully going to play into our hands, but we just didn't quite have it in the end, really. We stayed out on wets for the last stint, and everybody else pitted for slicks, and we were just hoping for rain. It didn't really come early enough for us to take advantage of it, but yeah, it's fantastic to finish Le Mans. I'm a bit sour finishing fourth, but so close to third position though.
Oh, don't be sour at all. It's your very first Le Mans. You got the fastest lap out of everybody in the team. You started the race. Your last stint out there just now, so quick. Your first Le Mans, that's brilliant. How do you feel?
Honestly, I feel, yeah, it's nice to finish. Yeah, of course.
I can sense you really, really, really want to be on the podium, and I know you're a true racer, honestly, to finish in the top 10 as well, overall, taking into account the LMP1 cars as well, everybody's been saying how you're like a human machine racing driver. They're so impressed with the performance that you've put in this weekend. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's good. Yeah, the program that I've been doing this year has helped a lot with coming here to Le Mans for the first time and driving a downforce car. So, yeah, the program that Nissan and GT Academy have given me is, it's working.
It certainly is. So, what are you going to do now that the race is over?
Probably a pizza or something, some fast food and a Coke.
Good for you, Jann. Thank you so much for talking to us, and well done for putting in such a long stint as well.
Thank you. Cheers.
Top 3 finish.